Hey everybody, how's it going today? So I was just gifted this liquid transfer pump. It's electric, it's battery operated, and this is for transferring things like fuel from a gas tank to maybe a snowblower, or maybe some water from a trough or a bucket into a pouch or something like that. Well, today we're going to actually do the first one that we talked about. We're going to transfer some gas from a gas can into my snowblower here. First, let's take a look at what's inside the box here. So first things first, you have this little handle. Looks just like a gas handle down at the gas station. Just got a handle. You push that up and down. It's got a little lock on it here. Set this down. It's got a little aluminum lock or steel or whatever you want to call that. And so you don't have to hold this down constantly. You just slide this over the top and it'll hold the handle down just like that. And when you're ready to stop pumping, you just pull that back and there you go. It's got a little hook on the end here so that you can hook it over the main apparatus and it's not flopping around. And if you need to, for whatever reason, pull this off, you just unscrew this and it just slides over the top just like that. And you put it back on and this goes right back over the top and then you screw it right back into place. I want to make sure that that's on nice and snug and that this isn't going to leak anywhere, because you definitely don't want gasoline leaking all over you or all over everything you're working on. Next thing in here is the device itself, which is this guy right here. So this is the business end. You can actually see there's a little bit itty bitty tiny impeller in there, and there's an electric motor in here. And what it does is it takes the product and it sucks it up through the end here, and it goes all the way right up through here, and it stops here and goes through this hose to which that hand pump is going to be connected. Now, it comes with this clasp that's on it right now, and it's just an easy turn clasp. And underneath that, there's a little rubber grommet. And what that does is between the clasp and I guess maybe a gasket, grommet, whatever you want to call it, creates a good solid closure around this tube here, and that way it should not leak. So additionally, let's put this on, slide this into place like this, and you want to make sure that this goes as far up on this handle as you possibly can to alleviate any chance of gas or water or diesel fuel or whatever it is you're pumping from spraying all over the place. You want to tighten that down nice and tight. There we go. That's tightened down. And then the last component is the juice, aka the batteries, or what holds the batteries. All right, that's everything. So you can use either two D-cell batteries, those big batteries that used to power up the boom boxes back in the 80s, or there's two of these, which each one uses 3 AA batteries, and that's the route we're going to take here. As soon as I get this other battery holder out of here, set this down, and let's put some batteries in here. Remember, the flat part of the battery goes against the spring. There's the first one. And it goes down there. And then the second one. Now this, once you get these in here, this is exactly the same size and format as a D-cell battery. So you got the button on top and you got the flat part. The flat part goes against the spring. Just slide that back in there. And then this, whoops, this connects to this. And once you have this all put together, you've got the makings of a pump. Now, there's an on-off button right here. Hear that? It's spinning at some pretty high RPM. Now let's say you just want to store this thing someplace, and I'd mentioned this little hook here before. See the hook right there? Goes right there, just like that. So now it's not flopping around anywhere. It's got a little hole right up on top of it, so you can hang it on a nail up on the side of your barn, your shop, or your garage, and gets put away quite nicely. Not gonna take up a whole heck of a lot of room, like that. Now, that being said, let me bring my fuel can over here, and we will start filling up some gas into my snowblower. So give me just a moment here. A couple things to remember. First off, safety, safety, safety. Safety first. Make sure that this is in an area where if something happens, either you can escape very quickly or you can evacuate the fluids very quickly. The other thing is that this end here, right here, has to go down into the tank. This particular tank has a mesh protector that goes down about 3 or 4 inches. So I can only go so far down. I'm not going to need to pump that much fuel into my snowblower. So at this point, it's kind of a moot point, but something to take into consideration when you are relocating fuel. Okay, we'll take the cap off of that. Carefully take the cap off of this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put first the pump part down inside the tank. We'll put this part down inside here. Wow, that really moves some fuel. That is really amazing how much fuel that's moving. All right, so when you're done, lift this out of the fuel just a little bit so that it can drip out. And then open up the siphon here, or the hand pump, so that the rest of the fuel that's inside the tube can evacuate into the tank. I'm going to keep that open. There we go. Now we can close it up, and we'll set this outside. And then we'll put this back on. Now, in that very short period of time, I put probably half a gallon of gasoline in this tank. It took, what, 20 seconds maybe? So it's moving some volume. And you want to make sure that whatever you're pumping into can take the volume of what you're trying to pump into it. And be ready to let go of the handle as soon as you realize that maybe it's not going to take that much, or it's just at a point where you're comfortable. So, hey, there you have it, everybody. The battery-operated electric fluid transfer pump. Great little device. I'm definitely going to be keeping that puppy around here. I'll be using it in the future. Make sure when you do transfer fuel that you're not mixing fuels, say like diesel with gas, or mixed fuel for 2-stroke engines with non-mixed fuel. You don't want to mix all that stuff up.
Hey, I just wanted to say a quick thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you'd like to see more videos, the link to my Amazon storefront is down in the descriptions, and I'd love it if you'd take a little walk over there, check it out. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll catch you later. Cheers, y'all.